This is RT News. It says thousands of protesters surround Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence in Jerusalem. This is dated August 9, 2020, year of prophecy. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give double honors to my teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. I'd like to give honors and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. To you, I say shalom. All right, this is roughly, it says several thousand demonstrators marched in Jerusalem, gathering outside of the prime minister's residence in yet another massive anti-government protest as Benjamin Netanyahu blamed the media for inciting left-wing riots. All right, and matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading. The authorities said that 5,000 people took part in the protest, while Channel 13 reported up to 15,000 in the Saturday night rally that took place in Jerusalem for the fifth consecutive week. All right, now this is the Holy Land, and these are supposed to be the holy people there, right? All right, the people that are in that land mass today, these are supposed to be the Lord's people, the Lord's chosen people of the Bible. But according to the Bible, if these were the Lord's people, these things would not happen, would not be happening. And let's get that in the scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. Now, when we talk about mountains, we're speaking about other nations, all right? So the Lord's house, all right, the mountain of the Lord's house would be the Israelites, okay? And they shall be established in top of the mountains, which are the other nations, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. You see, so the other nations are going to want to go to the Israelites and be taught the way. And why is that? Let's get that in the book of Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, verse 5. It says, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. You see? That's why other nations are going to be coming to the Israelites, because they're going to see us, they're going to see our glory, they're going to see what the fruits of our wisdom, and they're going to tell you, look, verse 7, it says, For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him? And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? All right, so that's why these other nations are going to be coming amongst us, man. And these are not the people. In fact, a lot of people hate these people. All right, check this out. COVID-19 lockdown explosion of online anti-Semitism. Jewish Charity says this came out July 30th, 2020. The spread of coronavirus and the subsequent lockdown made anti-Semitism move online, where old stereotypes have found a new platform. This year, I'm just jumping around. This year, anti-Semitic hatred has grown online by 4%, from 332 to 344 incidents. According to the agency, that makes up 44% of the reported incidents this year. So, people are getting tired of these people, man. You can't say nothing about these people, no matter how wicked, how off, how false they are. You can't say anything about these people. They have this term called anti-Semitic, which there's no such person as Sem. The true name is Shem. So, even if they were to use that term, it would be anti-Shemitic, because Shem is one of the sons of Noah, which you have multiple nations that come from Shem. You have we have the Israelites that come from Shem. You have the Edomites that come from Shem. You have if I'm not mistaken, Ishmaelites, they come from out of Shem. by way of Abraham. So you have other nations that come out, not just these small hats that are in Israel today. So, back to that article, and you have this happening all over the place, man. Protests, uprising, uproars, everywhere. Proverbs 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And so the people around the earth are mourning right now because there's wickedness that's ruling the earth. All right, these are not the people of the Lord. Let's look at the video. See, so this is a sign of the people mourning, man. That the earth is screaming out for new management. In the book of Job, it speaks about that. Yeah, Job 20 and 27. It says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. All right, and that's what's happening. The earth is the earth. That's the people are starting to realize that what's wrong with this earth, man. And that's the Edomites, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of, which are you Edomites, beginning with you Amalekites, who are calling yourself the people of the Lord. Let me get that in Revelations real quick. Second chapter, verse 9. It says, I know thy works, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. He says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And we're rich because we have the faith, we have the truth. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Okay? You might want to get that. Oh, you got a broom right there. You see that? Yeah. All right. So these people are the synagogue of Satan. That's why this world is like it is, man. And people are mourning and want these people to be taken down. Did I finish that in Isaiah? Isaiah 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh, let me go ahead and read 4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And when you look at this world right now, the theme right now is war. Nations are getting their missile game up. The United States and Israel just tested missile defense interceptor. India got their missile game up. Korea got their missile game up. All right, these nations are gearing for war, and it's all through the Spirit of the Lord, because the people of the Lord are not in that land. So that's why these things are happening. So just something real quick I just wanted to bring out, man. Demonstrators, protests are happening everywhere. Matter of fact, let me get that in Second Esdras. Is that the 9th chapter? Yeah, Second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. This is where we at. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right, uproars are synonymous with protest, demonstrations. Then shalt thou well understand, and we well understand, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right, the end is here, manifest. Let's look that word up. All right, the end is manifest. And it's the true children of Israel are about to be delivered and they about to go home. This is manifest in the Webster Merriam Dictionary, readily perceived by the senses and especially by the sense of sight, easily understood or recognized by the mind, obvious. All right, the end is obvious right now, man. Call halayim Yah Bashem Yahweh. Lord willing, this is edifying. You know, these people are not the people of the Bible, and people know that. People are waking up to this. This truth is going out. It's going global, and the Lord is about to establish His mountain. All right, the house of the Lord, which are you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans for the most part, as well as you Israelite foreigners that have been scattered amongst all the other nations that look like the heathen nations, but go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, shalom.